How to know if she is the one. If you have a girlfriend or you have someone you're dating, but you're not really sure, should you commit, and the question of commitment keeps coming up, but you don't really know because it's a huge deal that can change your life and there are a lot of other options, or maybe you don't have any options but this person, but you really can't make that decision. I'll give you some questions to ask yourself to really know if she's the one, and I'll give you the way to find out your own answers to those questions. Because here's the thing, none of your friends, not even your personal therapist or any kind of guru online can tell you if she's the one or not, because they don't have the access to your feelings. They don't have the access to all of your emotions, to your plans and goals, and even if you talk to them, they only have access to what you said, and many things they are beyond words, right? And I'm going to show you what questions to ask yourself and what answers to register from the inside to know if she's the one. And in fact, I will show you how to choose a girl that will really make you happy for the rest of your life. In fact, I did this. I'm in a happy marriage for now over 13 years, and we don't fight. I wake up every morning satisfied that the right person is with me. I can tell that people around don't have that situation, or my clients, not all of them have that situation, but I help them fix it in some cases. So here's the questions you need to ask yourself and the answers you need to register. The first question that women ask themselves about men when dating, but men almost never ask themselves: does she worth me? Is she my level? Because often with somebody who is way lower intellectually, emotionally, in terms of self-development, we feel sort of confidence because we are the great person that is so far ahead, but this confidence will be only useful to you in the beginning. The person who is not at your level of development and you don't see them developing, the chances are they will bring you to a situation where you're just bored with them. And eventually somebody who is really interesting will come along and will take all of your attention. And but of course, you could be now distracted by the hormones, the chemicals, the amazing feeling and the amazing sex and all the vibe. But this vibe, it holds for a year and a half up to 2 years, and then this noradrenaline, this like a very sexual feeling that bounds you, will be need to replace with oxytocin. And oxytocin is pretty hard to generate without true respect and interest. It is possible to generate oxytocin to your children, and you can love them even if they're horrible to you, but when it comes to people who we're not related to, and you have to have genuine love and care, it has to be built on respect. And it's hard to respect a person that you perceive as not that smart, and not that interesting, and not that kind. So, does she worth you? Is she on your level or above? And it's an easy answer and an easy, like you immediately know the answer. If you go inside and if you just ask yourself, you have this one of the three feelings, like hell no, hell yeah, or and of course only hell yeah is a registered good answer. If you're not good with reading your own feelings, just give yourself a scale 1 to 10. 8 and above is a yes. Okay, so second and a question which seems obvious, but people miss it, and then they're surprised why their personal life is not working. Does she love me? Because I sure hell know that I love her, although people even miss that sometimes. But does she love you? Does she care for you? Does she treat you nice? Because like divorcing someone because you've been treated miserably for 15 years of your life and your health been taken away from you, and when the divorce happens your wealth will be taken away from you, your life be sucked out of you. That's not the scenario you want. And the signs are there in the beginning. You know how they say the signs were there in the beginning? Well, they are in the beginning. Does she love you? I'm not sure is a bad answer. Okay, it has to be a yes. Again, either kinesthetically, like inside of you, you feel the yes, or if you're not good at this, on a scale to 1 to 10, does she love you? 8, 9, 10 is a good answer. Everything else is a no. Third, do you love her? Now that's important too, because if a person loves you and they're on your level, but you kind of friendish towards that person, you have sympathy but not love, they will feel it and they will feel hurt, and there will be conflicts because of that. It is possible to learn to love a person, but it is challenging and most people fail at it. They say that attraction is not a choice, and in most cases it is true. There are people who master attraction, but in most cases attraction is not a choice. So if you're not attracted to that person now, as time goes by, as the initial feelings that happen in a couple fade away, it will be even harder for you to love this person. So again, check your feelings, check the scale. Fourth question, and this is a paradoxical one. Will you be healthy in a relationship with that person? A lot of people say, what? Huh? Health is my responsibility. And that's correct. But if a person near you takes drugs, which the drugs which are bad for that person, and you, has bad habits in eating, in sleeping patterns, in partying, you think you will be able to maintain a healthy lifestyle near a person who doesn't? Okay, so if you're health conscious, that person should be health conscious too. Otherwise, either they will drag you with them, or there'll be a lot of tension and it will not work out. Do not assume that you will, their project that you work on, and you will make them healthy. If they don't have a desire to be healthy, you cannot have that desire for them. I've been a coach for a very long time, helping people in their relationships, and what I found out is that when a person has no desire to change, you cannot do anything for them, okay? And that goes to health as well. I spoke to health coaches and that's exactly their feeling. You cannot be motivated for them, okay? So if they're not a healthy person, they will either drag you down and you can make you unhealthy, or there will be too much conflict to continue the relationship long term. That doesn't even require the hell yes, hell no thing. You observe that person and you know. And the final question is, will they make you happy? Now, didn't I ask that question before? I asked if they're worth you, I asked if they love you, and I'll ask if you love them. If you love each other, wouldn't that be a perfect match? Wouldn't that make you happy? It kind of will. But if the person themselves is unable to generate their own happiness, let's say you have a lot of love for each other, the person who is constantly in sad, depressed, angry moods, and you will be the light of their life, but they won't be the light of your life. It will be more challenging. It will be harder, okay? So a happy, positive person, that means a lot. That means a lot. Notice, I didn't list physical attractiveness because I assume that you're attracted to the person you're with. And actually I think physical attraction is a choice, because over time the person you love most will be most attractive to you, especially if you don't let pornography into your life that distracts you and puts all the hormonal imprints, the oxytocin that you should experience, the noradrenaline, to random, constantly changing women. Instead of that, you focus on one person. Eventually they'll be the most beautiful in the world as a result of all the previous things we just discussed. So, do they worth you? Are they worth you? Will they make you happy? Will they make you healthy, or you will be able to maintain the health? Do you love them? Do they love you? Those are the questions. If the answer to at least two of those questions is a no, or I don't know, or one of the questions is like a hard no, you should look further. You should maybe consider somebody else. It's when you're in the very beginning, you still have choices. The longer you're together, the more obligations you have. Family, finance, home ownership, history together, many things. So instead of just like being torn by doubt and wasting each other's time, or jumping in it and then regretting it, here is like the questions you ask yourself, and the result will give you information. Should you be with that person, or should you look further? Thank you so much. If you find this valuable, subscribe to this channel. You will discover more information about how to build a relationship, like a personal, intimate relationship with your partner. I've been a relationship coach for a very long time, and as you can see, the stuff I say is something you haven't heard before, because it comes from experience of working with people rather than listening to other people and regurgitating it. So subscribe to the channel, leave me a comment, maybe ask me a question. I'll be happy to answer or communicate in comments myself, and hope you make the right choice. Thank you.